Hey guys, this is Amber with thelovegal.com and youtube.com/thelovegal and lawofattractionblueprint.com. And in today's video, I want to talk about how to change the dynamic between you and another person using manifestation. I feel like I haven't talked about this subject a lot lately, but I feel like it's very important. So if there is somebody that is on your mind right now, go ahead and give this video a like. And in the comments, if you're comfortable, if you could say anything to that person right now, what would it be? Before we get started, I want to read a quick testimonial for motivational purposes. It says, "Dear Love Gal, thank you for the guide on how to manifest a call text from someone specific. I do believe in scripting, and I have been doing it for quite some time before purchasing your in-depth scripting technique, but boy, when I tell you this worked. It worked. OMG. I'm really grateful. Thank you so very much." And one more. I purchased the full packet on 5/7. I feel like I read this one recently, but since it goes with the video, I'm going to read it again. Wow is all I can say. I purchased the full packet on 5/7, so May 7th. Started with the self-love worksheet, filled it out in about 15, what I love about me, then moved on to the manifest a text sheet. I casually started the worksheet, didn't complete it, and I forgot about it due to a busy schedule. Don't you know this man texted me 2 days later on the 9th. I waited till the next day to reply, only for him to ask me out for a drink. He was nearby for the day. This is the same man who randomly ghosted me a year prior. I'm going to keep with the worksheets because I really feel this is our second chance to be happy together. Happy, consistent, and monogamous with each other. Thanks again. Money well spent. Sent from my sent from my iPhone. So all of my law of attraction tools are going to be linked in my description box. You can go to lawofattractionblueprint.com. I have 16 different guided scripting worksheet packets, how to manifest ebook, guided meditation audio. I have manifestation momentum where I tell you what to affirm, what to visualize, give you different ideas. There's different things. You can also go to howumanifest.com. Basically, it's my website too, but you can see every single tool on one page. So let's get into this video. I am so familiar with this subject, unfortunately, but what I realize is that it is very true. How you look at a certain person, their energy is going to be reflected back to you. At first I was like, is that really true? But I started to intentionally give certain people certain energy, and then I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm going to be extra nice to them. I'm talking about I am thinking about them in a certain way and giving them certain energy, certain emotion, visualizing certain stuff, and their actions is reflecting back to me about how I'm thinking about them. I had to test it out. I wanted to see, okay, am I tripping or am I not? So a few years ago, I intentionally was energetically focused on them. They got all my energy, any leftover time and emotion, I gave it to that person because I wanted to see. What I would do, I would like visualize them hugging me and smiling at me and so excited to see me. And it was a constant thoughts like that. And I noticed when I did see that person, they were all over me. And they're kind of like a standoffish person. So this isn't normal. Not normal at all. They're pretty standoffish. They're socially awkward and everything. But when I started to change how I wanted them to act towards me or see the relationship, it was like night and day, y'all. Okay, I remember seeing them for the first time since I was doing this. And when I tell you, as soon as they saw me, they jumped all over me. Like they were so happy. I couldn't even leave the room without them being like, hey, what are you doing? Where you at? Where you going? Calling my name every 5 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was different. So I was like, okay, like the energy between us was like magnetic while I was doing this. And I would say maybe a few months, I was like, let me slow up. Let me slow up on this. And let me see. Y'all, the next time I saw this person, And I wasn't doing any of that. Y'all tell me why I got the driest greeting, bro. Dry. And I'm like, this is totally different from what I was, what I got last time or whatever. So I was like, okay, there's some truth to it. So basically, I said all of that to say, you have a person on your mind and you want to change the dynamic of how it is. And I don't know what happened. I'm not here to judge. I don't know. As long as you're not a freaking weirdo, okay? Or you're not a mean person or anything like that. It's only certain things I can say on YouTube. But if you're not any of those, then hey, I understand. Life happens, things happen, arguments happen. We're all growing, okay? It happens. You have a person on your mind, here are the steps. I want you to, and this is going to be an ongoing process until you get your person back to where y'all used to be. So if you don't get instant results, don't be like, oh my God, because now you're telling the universe two different things. It's going back and forth and you can't do that. You don't want to be confusing about what you want. And if you don't see instant results, that doesn't mean they're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about the dynamic and stuff like that. You know what I would do when I'm doing this and we're in no contact or whatever? I would every once in a while go peep their pages and see if they're referencing me in any way. And there's always a gut feeling when you know somebody is talking about you. So if I see some kind of something that they said, I'm like, okay, it's working. Okay, just give it a little more time. Step number 1. I want you to start seeing your person in a positive light. I don't want you to focus on what happened in the past. When you're manifesting and you want to fix a connection, nothing in the past matters. It does not matter. So what I want you to do, I want you to focus on everything that you love about this person. I mean, everything. Like, just go down the list. Like, for example, I will talk about their physical features. I will talk about inner features, their personality. I would think about the loving memories. I would think about scenarios that I would want to happen, like giving them a hug. Like, something so small can mean so much energetically. You giving your person a hug or your person wanting to hug you, it helps. And naturally, they're going to start to feel a pull. Now, I'm not saying that you have to manifest y'all getting married or whatever, because this could be like just a total friendship that went left and you don't know how to fix it. Or you just want to have a conversation. Typically when I manifest people, it's just to have a conversation. Once I have you at the conversation part, baby, I got it. Because one, I know you and I know the love that we have for each other. So anything extra, I don't need to manifest past that part. That's just me. Start focusing on the positive about that person. Like for me, one of my people, like I absolutely love when they're vulnerable with me. Like, oh my gosh, it is the most beautiful thing in the world. I love their eyes and their hair and how they smell, and because everybody has a natural scent for I love their laugh. I love our memories. I think about all the positives and I will focus on that. I will just get lost in those thoughts because one, think about that. It feels way better than thinking about the bad stuff or where y'all went wrong or all the wrong. Thinking about the positive stuff, it feels better. So the next thing that I do, I have a conversation with them out loud as if we're having a conversation back and forth. Like I said, I like to manifest conversations. I would say maybe a few times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week. I'm in the shower. Water helps manifestation. And I love showers. Baby, I'm a Pisces. What I would do is I would have these conversations out loud as if we are really speaking to each other. And when you really know somebody, you know how they're going to respond anyway. You know what they're going to say. You know what their voice sounds like. So when I'm in the shower, I have these out loud conversations with my person. And I say everything that I want to say or everything that I need to say. It could be from I love you to I'm sorry to can we have lunch, whatever it is that you need to get off your chest. I say out loud and I'm hearing their responses because I know how they are anyway. I'm hearing it back in my head. Sounds absolutely nuts, right? But it works. I remember doing this, and then when we actually did sit down and have a conversation, why was Shorty saying everything that I thought about in my head already? I was like, shoot, we technically had this conversation already. That's crazy. Then next, what is it saying? If you want something to manifest, write it down. Absolutely. I'm not here to toot my own horn, and you could do this just in your journal. But my Law of Attraction worksheets, I crafted them, I curated them a specific way for a reason. Right now, they're $4.99 USD. Each of them is at least 14 pages. So I get to scripting, and how my guided scripting sheets are, I ask certain questions, I'm answering them as if it already happened. So when I'm putting all that into the universe, script about it as if it's already happened. Put a date on it. When do you want it to happen by? And you have to be realistic with yourself, because your manifestation ability has everything to do with your belief system. And if you want something to happen within 2 days, but you have to get your subconscious to believe that it is possible for it to happen that fast. And when you want things to happen fast manifestations, you have to get your energy up. Your frequency up, your emotions high. And that is, to me, I'm not going to lie to you, for me, sometimes it's the hardest thing to do when I'm going through things in my reality that is whooping my behind. Like, I'm not one of the people on here is acting like my life is just all cupcakes and giggles and unicorns and everything is great. Baby, life be having me in a headlock sometimes. A headlock, you hear me? But focus on that. Focus on things that make you happy if you want to raise your vibrations. I go back and I look at things from a simpler time, like when I was in college. I didn't really have worries when I was in college. It was just fun times. And so I think about those things. I go back in my Snapchat history and watch things like, man, that was crazy, that was so fun, etc., etc. Things that make me excited, things that make me happy. Think about certain people that make me happy. When you're trying to manifest a certain person and you could tell there's some resisting, there's limiting beliefs there, go ahead and think about something else that makes you happy, and then hop in and out of thinking about that person. Like, you know what? I love going to get ice cream with my best friend. Boom, we have a good time. Oh man, I'm feeling better. There's going to be a shift in your energy, and you're going to be able to feel it in your body when your vibrations raise, because it feels like a good energy just surging through you. So when you start to feel like that, start to visualize a text coming through on your phone. If you hear that's my mini fridge right here. Take your phone, when you feel that good energy, quickly visualize a text coming through on your phone with their name. Maybe it's the Instagram message. I'm not gonna lie, you don't have to be so stuck on that. Visualizing a text coming through from that person. I remember manifesting a message from someone, and I was doing it through Instagram, right? And it didn't come through Instagram when it actually came. It came through regular text message. Manifested them texting or messaging me through Instagram, and they text me saying, I miss you and I know you miss me too. Excuse me, first of all, yes I do. Yes I do, actually. But anyway, I hope this video helps. Like I said, all of my Law of Attraction tools are going to be linked in my description box below this video. Anything else that I need to tell y'all? I have switched systems when it comes to my Law of Attraction tools. If you have bought anything prior to July 26th or something like that, it's going to be on my old one. Everything going forward or something around there, it's either going to be through Send Out Downloads or it's going to be through Ecwid. If you have bought something recently, more than likely it's through Ecwid. But if you need any of your old downloads, I get this all the time. People don't download it immediately and the system expires because it's automated. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, you're in Ghana, 5 in the afternoon, you're in China, it don't matter. You're going to get an instant download link with the email that you provide. Okay? I could be asleep and you're still going to get it. You don't have to wait for me to send it to you. But if you haven't saved it, like you bought some years ago and your computer broke or something and you need it again, just email me. Use the contact page on my website. Not through Instagram, y'all. It's even in my Instagram bio. Don't DM me about orders, because IG, I don't even see all these messages. Like, people be like, oh, I messaged you. And I go and look in every photo that I have and it's not there. So email me on my website. But I love y'all. I thank y'all. And until next time.